What's up, YouTube? Gal the Bad Eye here again, and this review is on the 1517 to Paris, or 317 to Paris if you want to be military time precise. Hey guys, I guess it's going to be a shorter review than normally, because there's not much I have to say about this movie. I mean, I did like it. The movie was short, but the movie was kind of short, and I'm not saying it's bad, but it was good. I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people hated it, but heck, for what the movie was, I liked it. Would I say it's up there like freaking Golden Globe or nomination? No, I think it was just a nice payoff to these three heroes. So some of you may not know, the movie is about three men who thwarted a terrorist attack on a train to Paris, obviously. And this movie is about that. And now, what's interesting is sometimes movies like this, they would focus the whole thing on these guys, the whole thing on the attack, and now try to drag it out longer, like they were these grisly battled men and just took the guy down like a huge long effort. But truth is, that's not really what the movie's about. The movie's just about what led up to that. I mean, all right, so I'll get more into that. So first off, I saw this movie on Valentine's Day. I saw it on a date. The date was nice, just in case anybody's wondering. Yeah. God, I hope I don't embarrass her with this. Alright, okay, so guys, the thing I loved about this movie is it shows their childhood at first. I like that, just how these two met up. I mean, the men, Spencer, Alex, and Anthony. I like, okay, that's just how they met up as children. First off, Spencer and Alex, they were already friends, and they met Anthony later in school. And another thing too is just that these guys were not persistent do-gooders. These guys got into trouble as kids. Yes, they were troublemakers. I won't say specifically what happened, but just, yeah, they got into trouble, they did that. It wasn't like they were constantly doing the right thing always. No, just they got into trouble, they faced the consequences for it. Which led to them being split up. So yeah, what happened was Spencer, he stayed at the school he was going to because of the troublemaking. Alex had to go to be with his dad, and Anthony wanted to do something else, so he went to a normal school. They were at a Catholic school for this matter, and I'll say that Catholic school was was really strict, man. Just, I get that, I guess that's how they are, but just, damn, that the freaking hall monitor or whatever, that dude had like a giant stick up his ass or something, man. Alright. So another thing I did enjoy about this movie was Spencer and Alex, how their interest in the military, how growing up you see Alex in one of his classes, while he's older, he's still talking to Spencer, he's still talking to Anthony, and Spencer and Anthony, they're still although not going to the same school, when they're older, they're still hanging out with each other. Yeah, Alex, he's looking at the Air Force while he's in one of his classes. Spencer, he's looking at the military, the recruiters, and he gives one of the recruiters a free smoothie, and yeah, that's really it. It focuses mainly on these two with their military thing. I'll get to that later with was one of the things that I didn't like about the movie. But I'm not saying I didn't like them with the military, but one part of that I'll mention just. But excuse me, sorry. And another thing, yes, was how during their training, you notice I wondered why they focused on these two moments, and when the attack actually happened, it made sense. So yes, these two moments that are that happen is when Alex is on one of his tours, and one of his tours, he figured he can't find his bag. They go back to one of the towns. One of the townspeople has his bags, and he's looking through his bag. Everything's there. Everything's fine. Another moment with Spencer. Yeah, wait, I say Alex lost his bag. Yeah. Spencer, while he's in training, there's word of a mass shooter out. Not a mass shooter, but an active shooter on base, and everyone's hiding. And he goes up, stands next to the door with a ballpoint pen. I mean, they make a joke about it later. The teacher says, what are you planning on doing with that ballpoint pen? And just, but I wondered why it focused on these. And later, I saw it later when the attack happens on the train. It makes sense. I'll speak into that later. So but before all that, it shows these men just on their vacation, Spencer, Alex, Anthony, just all backpacking together through Europe. And some people say this is like the movie's going slow, and I'll say, yeah, it's going slow. Some people are just wondering like, why does it make any sense? Like, to me, just that's not what the movie is about. This whole movie is not about them just doing that. It's just they like here are these heroes, here's their life, here's what they were going through. I mean, just it's kind of like you wouldn't think about it like you're just enjoying your time. You're on vacation. You're just doing what you normally do, and something like that happens. So just showing that these guys, they were on vacation, they were backpacking, they were getting drunk, they were trying new foods, they were partying, they were just, and then they just happened to be in the right place at the right time later. And like it's another thing. And think too, when the attack happens, it doesn't last that long. I mean, Spencer takes the guy down rather quickly. I mean, they help him out. Anthony and Alex, they help him out, but yeah, they take the guy down rather quickly. He gets tied up, and hey, Spencer got lucky too, because the guy fired a shot, but the gun was jammed. And just so I think too what I said about earlier, how the scenes they showed, what they're training, because the shooter had a backpack with him. So when they show Alex looking through his bag during his tour, he's looking through the guy's bag, and there's a lot of ammunition in there. And with Spencer, while he's at the door when there's an active shooter on base, he's the first one to charge the shooter. It was a risky move, and yeah, the guy shot at him, but the gun got jammed, so he got lucky. So I understand why they showed the scenes that they showed. So yeah, so after the attack happens, it just goes to their award ceremony. Yeah, they receive their awards in France, and later they're at their hometown again, and there's a parade for them, and that's really it. I mean, it was simple. They didn't need much. All right, get into some of the things here about some of the things I didn't like about the movie. I wanted to know what was going on with Anthony. And yeah, they're showing like Spencer and Alex in their training, but what the heck was Anthony doing? Man, show us what Anthony was doing. I wanted to know what he was doing. And another thing too, like a lot of the vacationing was focusing mostly on Anthony and Spencer. Like it focused a little bit on like it focused like a little bit on how you say on Alex, but just. I don't know, like it's just like focusing mainly on them, then him, then they just suddenly meet up. Like they don't even show them meeting up. Like they're just at a bar together, just like dancing with ladies, and Alex is there with them. And I was like, okay, why don't you guys meet up? Like when did that happen? Damn. Yeah. That was really it. I mean, no, there wasn't much I disliked about this movie. I mean, yeah, it's slow, but that's really it. There's nothing else I can say about this movie. I mean, just it is what it is. I liked it. Minor dislikes, but that's it. I don't know what else to say. I know this is probably one of my shortest reviews, but that's it. I can't really say anything else about this. So just hold off on this, because after this review, guys, I did see another movie this morning, and well, I'll give you a hint. My shirt's somewhat related to it. Hope that gives you a hint about the movie I saw today. Anyway, guys, Gout the Bad Eyes signing out. Thank you.